Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 26 of Crusader Kings 2. We have a new heir, that is fantastic. Glenn is now our heir. So we are now an independent king and we've managed to hang on to our rule for 10 years, which enabled us to change our succession law back to elective. Glenn has managed to pop out yet another son. Wow. Who have we got on the list now? I'm going to go just back to the top now because I've totally lost where I am. We've had a fair few Williams in there already. Rick, let's put you in there because you were unfortunate enough not to last all that long on the last attempt, I seem to remember. But Glenn is certainly providing me with enough opportunities to pretty much name the majority of the patron supporters after somebody in this game. We can go ahead and get military organisation plus 450% retinue cap. That is well worth it. Popular customs would give us more city vassal opinion. Trade practices would give us more trade value. We're not really doing a lot of trade, so I'll hold off on that one. Mission to Rome has been a success. Fantastic. So, we have a claim over here. Let us go ahead and... this is actually my niece. Now, we would be attacking the king, who has 3.85k troops. That's very, very, very nice. Pacts, he doesn't have any. We can get more retinue. So probably should. So yeah, our retinue cap is quite high now. So let's actually just go ahead and get some of these ones that just have more numbers. And we'll just try and build up the numbers on the retinue. Let's go ahead and group up there. We will want to declare war very, very soon. We should have enough men. The retinue obviously is going to take some time to build up. But this should be okay. Mission to Rome is a success. Whatever that was, it went away. So we might want to... I can hold more land for myself, but we probably will want to find something to give to Glenn. Although we're not going to lose much prestige from it. We only lose 0.8 prestige per month. And we're actually gaining 2.74. And look at our prestige at the moment. We're over 4,000, so... that is absolutely insane, to be quite honest. So let's just give it a month or two for some of this retinue to build up. It's in the capital, which makes it a little bit safer. Now, do you know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and do it. So we want to speak to... right, let me just double check this. I cannot declare war directly on you, can I? No, I cannot. I have to go to your liege, declare war on you. And we want to... could make you a tributary, that would be fun. But no, we want to go in and grab Modena for ourselves. So let's go ahead and do that. We want to go in and raise our armies. We can call in our ally. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's try and just get everybody to assemble in here if we can. Before he has an opportunity to try and cut us off with his armies. Things definitely improving with El Popio. Let's go and group up here. We'll still lead the centre. There's a chance we could die. We are 70, but we've got somebody else now. Can we get some money from you? Request money. You don't have the 362. You're actually broke at the moment. Got another ally we can call in, so let's attempt that. Taldo is no longer our marshal. Well, that's disappointing. Glenn, you could be our marshal. Let's make Karsten the marshal, actually. He's possessed. You are apparently leading troops. That's fine. Let's go ahead and actually have you training troops in the capital. I'm alright with that. And let's make sure we're on pause. We're not leading this flank with anyone. So we'll just throw somebody in. Join the war as the attacker. What's going on here? Someone's coming in. So you're on my side. Not too sure what's going on there. Are you not my tributaries anymore? No, I still have you as a tributary. Don't know what happened there. A little bit confused. So yeah, apparently I call you in. Not too sure what's going on. You are helping. Yeah, he will honour. Okay, good. So we basically just want to siege this down first. Then we'll go and siege his capital down. So we've already got 6% here. So this should be relatively quick. Simple, straightforward war, I hope. It probably won't be, but I still hope. So there's 16%. And then we'll go and siege down some of our lieges provinces. Not really many armies to jump on at the moment. Is he in a war with somebody else? He is in a war against a sultan at the moment. It's a holy war. So that's not going to help him very much. We have the squits, apparently. So that's going to cause some issues. Some of my physician thinks I have rabies. Kept you up late for days stargazing with him to reconnect you with the moon. I'm not sure that did anything. No, I'm not sure it did either. Now we have abdominal pains. Looks like the early stages of dysentery. To rid you of your ailments, he's ordered you to sleep hanging upside down. It will rebalance you. Well, it gives us +1 health. Anything that gets us through this war. I mean, let's be honest, we're not going to live forever anyway. Yeah, we have the dysentery. Well, we expected that, so that's fine. Court physician has come to see you and offers you some treatment, as long as you know what you're doing. Is he going to botch it? He brought you a concoction made from buckthorn and senna. At first you thought the potion ineffectual, but later the same day you felt the churning in your bowels, which sent you running for the privy. As you howled in anguish, he assured you that the foulness was expelled with your feces. I actually feel a lot better. Fantastic. So ideally what we want to happen is we want to win this war before we die. Then after we win the war, it doesn't matter if we die off, because then it'll break the truce and we can attack again for another province later on. So gaining some tech, fantastic. What are we up to? 29%. Yeah, we're just going to have to siege a lot of land out because we don't really have any armies we can fight. We can go down there and beat up that Genoan army. I'm not really liking the fact that we are being raided over here, but what can I do about it? Not an awful lot. We can go and march over there. It's relatively ineffectual. Right, let's go ahead and... You don't have anything particular. You got decent martial, so let's go with that. Now, I'd sooner not be sieged out by these guys. Yeah, you're already moving off there. I feel better. The dysentery has gone away. Brilliant. Fantastic. Now, that's not actually my territory. So I really shouldn't be bothering with you there, to be honest. But what we can do is we can come down here and go and attack your guys. Because now you've brought some of your men over here. And then I can win some... We are fighting in the mountains, of course, which doesn't really help. But we've got a good victory there. 66% war score. So let's just keep sort of ping-ponging this army around a little bit. Got some papal state in there. We've got a daughter. Could have just named it Anna again, but we'll just go in this and just instantly choose a random name. 87% war score. You're just going to keep ping-ponging you around. 93. 99. Come on now. And we literally just died. Right, okay. So, King Anselm has given up the ghost at age 73. He died a natural death. Although not especially blessed, we hope Anselm will find peace in the afterlife. King Glenn, being a talented military tactician, we expect him to lead us to many victories in the field of battle. Long live King Glenn. Before we do anything else, though, because I don't know how this is going to work, let's go ahead and offer peace there. So, because we were at 100%. So be it. So now the war has ended. So let's go ahead and disband. It won't disband the retinues by default. Let's just go ahead and resign as the commander there. So that is the retinue. So we've gained that extra piece of land now. One title beacon created. So we can actually start creating some extra duchies now. We need to pick an ambition. We would like to groom an heir. We need to pick a focus. Now we've already got good military. We could go for something else. Let's go for carousing. Try and increase our diplomacy a little bit. Our stewardship's not great either. So we're over the domain limit. Set crown focus. We want our crown focus to be here. Successor nomination and our seats on the council. So you will be a good chancellor. Spy master is probably going to be our mother. A few malcontents on the council. So let's make sure we are now going back to fabricating claims over there. Back to studying technology in Thrake, because that's always relatively good. Successor nomination. So we've got a few children who don't really have any particular skills, but let's say that we're going to start by going for Hardan and making him our successor. So let's just go ahead and nominate Hardan for the time being. Righteous imprisonment of our wife. I don't think we really... Oh, she has the pox. Yeah, definitely. Can we request a divorce? Due to her unfaithfulness, the request will not be denied. Go ahead and do that. Domain is too big and a title can be created. So we are now wifeless. Let us go ahead and get ourselves a new one. Hopefully one with some decent stewardship. You are 17, you're deceitful and wrath, but you're also ambitious and frail. But your stewardship's alright. You're 17, you are shrewd, you've got good stewardship as well. Anyone of a particular rank? No, just sort of courtiers. I guess it will be you for the time being then. Fine. We've already got relatively decent prestige. So we're 2 over the domain limit now, but do we want to take... We'll take the prestige. We'll make people like us more. There we go. We're back up to 7 now. New actions possible. Hold a grand tournament. Let's spend the gold to get people to like us. So what we can do now is we can go ahead and form a duchy. So this will be the Duchy of Modena, which consists of which... right, it's just a two-province duchy. That's fine. Who controls these? I control one of them, and Karsten controls the other. Do you like me much? Yeah, you're not too bad. You're a powerful vassal. So if we go ahead and create that duchy... So there's the Duchy of Modena. And then if I go and... give that to Karsten. Grant landed title. In fact, no, I don't want to make him that strong. Let's see if we can get somebody random we can give it to. So we'll go into the intrigue tab. We will... I thought we had embraced the Italian culture. Anyway, let's do what we wanted to do first. First thing we want to do is invite a noble to court. And we get this guy. And we want to give you the Count of Modena, whatever. And then we go over to you and give you the Duchy of Modena and include lower titles. There we go. That'll keep you happy. So we've got some discontent council, but that is fine. Let's make sure the game is unpaused. Reduce the revolt risk, or we can become cynical. Cynical gives us more intrigue, which I don't think we really need, and we could do without losing the piety, to be honest. So go ahead and do that. Someone's trying to usurp my title and make him disappear. Always have terrible assassins whenever I'm trying to do anything like this. It never really works out. Ferrara prospers. So let's have a look. We have 6.8k men available, which is good. Let's have a quick look at the realm tree. So there are quite a few women rulers here that seem to be powerful but don't like us. So you are the Count of Verona, or the Countess of Verona. So we probably need to go and suck up to you as soon as possible. So we've got a new pope. My liege, your guest is tragically maimed during the tournament. Ah, most unfortunate. Most unfortunate indeed. Someone else has been wounded. A lot of people getting killed off in this tournament, to be honest. So some people will like us. Not really bothered who got what. Glorious event. Right, child lacks a focus. This is yet another son. You are quick. like to give you some martial, sort of balance and round off your stats. The retinue is still growing. Matters of life and death. With age comes wisdom, they say, or at least it may change the questions we ask, you mutter to yourself. You have had trouble sleeping lately more often than not, while the rest of your court is sound asleep. You find yourself staring at the ceiling. You are getting older, each day closer to leaving this plane of existence. It is folly to fear such things, of course, yet you cannot keep these feelings at bay. Didn't you used to dream of grander things? What about you carving your own path? What happened to your ambitions? You sit up straight in bed. This is ridiculous. You are the ruler. You have people ready to serve your army at your any whim. Perhaps your councillors have ideas. If nothing else, it might ease your trouble sleeping. Actually, when you think about it, I've lived a good life. And you tend to get more negative events than positive ones from doing that one. Was that our ex-wife? It was somebody's wife. She died in the dungeons anyway. Let's go for the plot power, which tends to be slightly more useful most of the time around. So it would still be nice if we could go ahead and get this here. We'd need to declare the war on you to get it. I don't think we have that. We have a claim for my nephew on Trevisio, but I want to start taking stuff for myself. I don't want to be pushing other people's claims. Can we actually make somebody disappear this time around? My wife is ill. She has a case of the flu. Well, that's not good. My assassins are terrible, once again, apparently. Crusader Kings. The very heartlands of Western Christianity are under siege by infidels. Desperate Christian lords have persuaded His Holiness the Pope to declare his intention of forging a great and righteous alliance to expel the heathens in the name of God. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. Because nobody never died in the name of a god before. Court physicians completely botched the treatment of my wife. She's now worse off than she was before. She got ill treatment. Into the dungeon with him. We need a new court physician. Let's go ahead and work on that one. Recruit a court physician. We'd also like to embrace Italian culture, which is what we were trying to do earlier. The Knights of St. John. The decree has been issued confirming the formation of a new religious military order, the Knights of St. John. The Knights, who have already protected and cared for sick pilgrims in Jerusalem for some time, now have the full weight of the Catholic Church behind them. Pious Catholic rulers may call on their support in wars against heretics and heathens, but they will not fight those of their own faith. The Teutonic Order. The Order of Brothers of the German House of St. Mary in Jerusalem has been formed, sponsored by the Catholic Church and the Holy Roman Emperor. The Teutonic Order, much like the Knights of St. John and the Knights Templar, primarily protect and care for pilgrims to the Holy Land, but will serve any Catholic ruler willing to pay for their upkeep. Being a religious order, they will only fight against heretics and infidels. Okay. We've also got the Knights of Calatrava. The Order of Calatrava is the most recent addition to the Soldiers of the Cross, having been endorsed in a decree issued by the Catholic Church. These knights take their name from a castle recovered in Iberia from the clutches of the Muslim infidel, and they stand ready to combat heathens and defend the pious in the name of any Catholic ruler who is willing to provide for their upkeep. The renewed jihad. The holy city of Jerusalem, where the Prophet was taken up to heaven, has fallen to infidels. His Magnificence, Caliph Mansur II, will not let this stand, and has declared yet another era of great conquests is upon us, such as is the case in the days of the first caliphs. The Dar al-Islam must be defended. All righteous Muslim men should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This signals a renewed era of Islamic expansion. Crusade for Aquitaine. His Holiness Pope Sergius III has been swayed by the cries for help in the Christian population in the Kingdom of Aquitaine. He urges all able-bodied men of Europe to take up arms against the evil Badshah Lub II of the Umayyad Empire in order to secure Aquitaine from the clutches of the Mohammedan infidels. God will grant the pilgrims remissions of sins in heaven. Wow, this is a lot of pop-ups with the Crusades. I'm not even sure I've actually played a game of Crusader Kings 2 this far through, if I'm honest. The Knights of Santiago, the chivalric order, owes its name to the Santiago Matamoros, or St. James the Moorslayer as he's known in other parts of the world. The Order of Santiago enjoys the official sponsorship of the Catholic Church, and its knights have all sworn to purge the entire realms of heathens and heretics, if so requested by the Catholic ruler. The Bektashi Order. A Sufi sect of dervishes has arisen under the leadership of a certain Haji Bakhtash Wali, a mystic from Khorasan. Striving for a unity of being, Bakhtashis train the soul through meditation and contemplation of the inner meaning of the Quran. The Bektashi order is warlike and especially popular amongst Sunni Muslim soldiers. The order is sworn to protect Islam and combat infidels of polythesis of all kinds. So many pop-ups. Your scouts report of a one-eyed man recently arrived in Ravenna. The man referred to as Bashtra the Wise by commoners is apparently blessed with immense wisdom that he uses both to impress and help whoever he passes by. He's a genius, he's an adventurer, he's celibate, he's cruel though. He's cruel, deceitful and stubborn. Got a feeling he's going to disappear without a trace. So, what we have now, if we look in the military panel, is we have these holy orders. Now, holy orders already have some contracts. You can hire these guys. I think if you're being attacked, they will fight for free. I think they used to. They might have changed it. They're always messing around with stuff in CK2. That's the problem. But basically, you've got these holy orders, and these holy orders will only fight against people of other religions. But basically, we're going to be having the Crusades. So it's the Catholic Crusade for Aquitaine, and basically we can contribute to the Crusade if we go down here and do a little bit of kicking down here. We might want to do that, but we might want to wait a little bit and not get involved with that straight away. We may even want to go up here and just start sieging out Brittany to begin with, because let's be honest, if we go ahead and have a look at the Umayyad here, this guy has actually not as many troops as you would think he does. So we might be able to pull something off here, but that is something that we will do in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.